Hey guys, this is Rob Webster from Waxadis Music Tutorials. Today what I'm going to show you is a track that is heavily influenced by the early to mid 90s New York disco house sound, stroke garage sound if you like, which was then adopted by British producers and given a more tougher edge to the productions that we were doing over here. So by that what I mean is labels such as Strictly Rhythm and Nervous New York making underground garage tracks, and then we would interpret that over here with labels such as Nice and Ripe Records and Cleveland City and various other independent labels of that time. So producers such as Rhymetime Productions, Chubby Chunks and Grant Nelson, to name but a few. So I'm going to play the track and see what you think of it, and we can analyse it and then go over certain parts of it of what I've done. There are in here, I think, 2 free VSTs and then there are 2 premium VSTs. So the first one is the Z3TA and the second one is the Pro 53. Now the other one, the string synth and where the bassline came from, they're both free. We'll go over that soon enough. So the track's got 4 vocal samples in it. One is by Madonna, one is by Tamir Moore, the other is by Africa Bambaataa, and the other is by Eazy-E. So there's a variety of different vocal samples in there from various genres. So I'm going to go over the track and then have a skip through it and see what you think, and if it's something you're interested in, you can take the template which is on the link at the bottom of this video and you can take it away and do what you want with it. You can remix it, take samples from it, take ideas from it. It's entirely up to you. It's purely there for you to take advantage of. So I'll play the track and we'll go from there. Okay, thank you. What I will do is I'll just skip through it, so we're not playing the whole thing.
Funky ass bass line.
there you go. There's the basics of the track. And all I've done really is programmed in a simple beat, used a percussion loop, programmed a bass, a Rhodes, and a string synth, which is the lead line, another lead line for the back in, chord pads, and a riff with the wobble chords and the R pads as well. So first things first, all I did was, I'm just going to loop it over here, and all I did for the track was got in a straightforward kick, quite a tough kick, and a close hat. And all I did with the close hat was just programmed it in, just drawing it in like that with the wave, just a little skit like that, and then open 909, and a crash, and then a percussion loop which I sampled from a sample pack, just to give it some swing, and then a Rhodes. And the Rhodes, basically, if I double click on it, all you can see is the 3 notes, A, C, G, and then back to the A. Now what I did with this was, all I did was I took a G major chord off an electric piano sample pack and just pressed the keys so the original is like that. So I just went A, C, G, A. And I just put on some auto filter and a bit of EQ to take out the bottom end, so to speak. So that was that. And then I added the bassline. Now this bassline came from the free Synth Rave generator, which I've done a video of before. Now with this, it came from the sound called the Lately Bass. Now if you haven't got this synth, I advise you to get it, because it's just got some absolute classic sounds in there that are all perfectly timed up to the keyboard, so it's really good fun to use for lots of different various projects, whether it be techno, old school house, or garage, or whatever. So with that, the bass line was this straightforward 2-octave bass. So again, it's the same notes, so you go from one octave to the other octave, like that. And back again. Simple little pattern, and you'll be able to see that anyway when you download the template. So with that, again, just a bit of reverb and so forth. And then I did the lead line off the Pro 53. Now this is a premium synth which you have to pay for, so if you can get hold of this, and this is just the high strings, high octave, again 3 simple notes, and that's just got, you know, a low resonance and cut offs quite high on that. Just gives you that old school flavour. So it's so that was that, and then the next thing was the vocal, and this the first main vocal was this one. And that's off an old acapella called by a girl called Tamia Moore, whoever that is, I've no idea, but it was on a acapella sample which I took, and it just fitted nicely. Actually chose it dead randomly. I just chucked it in and just seen what came out of there. So sometimes when you're looking for a vocal, it's one of the good things to do is just take any random acapella, throw it in, and just cut it up and just try and find a little loop in there that works for your track. That's all I did for that. The next one is the Africa Bambaataa vocal. Just heavily delayed. So that was that, and then the main vocal, again another main vocal should I say, is the Madonna one from her hit Vogue. So don't just stand there, let's get to it. Don't just stand. Again heavily delayed with a ping pong, and took that off the 12-inch mix of Vogue, and so which is the intro to the actual 12-inch version. And then the next bit, when the track goes over to here, it's just a simple little VST called String Synth, and it's a free one. You can download this anywhere. and looks like that, and it's got in loads and loads of free VST presets, which are brilliant. It's got loads of analog style stuff in there, some really good stuff for background effect and lead lines and stuff. And what I did with that was I played in a lead line riff, which was basically the chord of A minor 7. Straightforward, just going up the octaves in the A minor 7 chord, which is G A C E. And then what I did was I backed that up with a classic rave sample, which I assigned to the appropriate keys. It's from the Korg M1. I think it's from the Korg M1. It's out of a Korg M1 sample pack, and it's got this sound. And it's a sound that's been used countless times over the years. It's come in and out of fashion many times, and it just perfectly fitted over with the string synth. So it goes like this. So that was that, and then when the track breaks down here, it drops to the rhodes, the vocal, and the arpegs. And as you can see, it starts to fade out. It's filtering out on each one with the auto filter. So down here, look, it's filtering out.
Give me a funky ass bass line.
And that's where the bass changes, and the track takes on a whole new life.
Give me a funky ass bass line.
So yeah, basically what happens there is the bass, the notes, the pattern changes, but the notes don't. So we've got it in A and an A again, so it goes from A up to another octave of an A. So if I just get that on there, so it goes to an E this time. So it goes from a low octave A to a high octave A into the E. Like that, and then to a G. It just changes pattern basically, very slightly. And then accompanying that is the chord pads, and this is also off the Pro 53. A very, very mild string pad. And here, of the new bass line, as you can hear it filtering up. If you look at the auto filter, it's going up, programmed in. Taking the bottom end out to get away some of the muck. Now what it does is, here, the pad, it plays A minor 7, and then it goes into a very quick G major, and then an F major 7, sorry, E minor 7. But the E minor 7 has a G root, so it's like a slash chord. So if you see on the screen now, you can see the notes which are required to play each of those chords. So A minor 7, G major, back to A minor 7, G major, back to A minor 7, F major 7, E minor 7 with the G root. And back again. And the same goes for the wobble chords, which is the little riff that comes in, which is this. It's the same chords, just stabbed in. So like, just like that, and it's filtered in, so it gives it that. Like that, and you can just mess about with that. If you haven't got these synths, what I'm going to do is I'm going to convert these these MIDI files to wave anyway, so that they're in line with the track, so to speak. But I'll leave the MIDI in there in case you want to put your own sound on top from one of your chosen VSTs. So that's that, and then it builds back up. The vocals come back in, and then the bass changes here, and it goes down instead of up. It starts going down. It goes. So it goes from the A to the E and then the F and the G. So it changes here. Look.
Give me a funky ass bassline.
And then fades out with a classic DJ friendly outro with a little vocal and a crash. So there you go, that's the idea of the track. So yeah, it's hugely influenced by that early to mid 90s period. So as I say, all you need to do is just take the template, put it into your Ableton. It is done on Ableton 8.2, so anything lower than that might not load up, I'm not sure. So take away what you can from it, take some inspiration and mess about with it, even remix it if you want, and let me know what you've come up with. That'd be great. So that's the end of the video. So thanks for watching, and please don't forget to subscribe to my YouTube channel and follow me also on Instagram, Twitter and Facebook, which you'll see the links for at the end. So any questions, just email me or contact me via any of the social media links, and I'd be glad to help. So thank you very much for watching, and I'll speak to you soon. Goodbye.